I think we're ready. Okay, let's go. I wanted to show you some of my favorite warm-up exercises, for the overall body. After getting comfortable with yourself, the surroundings, and then with the equipment. Huh? And what I'm going to start with, it depends how you got to the gym, how you got there. Walking, bicycle, by car, and so on and so on, right? I hiked here, I walked here, and I also been active, hiking and walking before. So I think waking up and warming up my legs, the lower body, we can do it, of course, still, like really fresh at the spot. One of my favorites, of course, the classic, the jumping jack. Huh? Really good to warm up. Also, the shoulder part, right? And you can adjust a little bit, like that. However it looks. Not only this movement for the legs, but also here, this going back and forth. So variations of the jumping jack, definitely. And also for this part here, legs and the hips. Sometimes I don't have the balance as well, then I will hold on to something. Now I think it's working out pretty good so far. And while I'm not talking, I can focus on the breathing. I would recommend that always. Getting the oxygen in, fresh air from the forest after big rainfall. Everything looks so green. Opening up the legs. I usually do those three things, the jumping jack, variation, the swinging leg, left and right, opening up the hips, really good. And overall, feeling the body, stretching it, stretching it, getting down, seeing what you're capable of today. Because, hey, sometimes I think like, hey, what's going on? I cannot reach, and then, okay, here we go. And of course, you can get deeper and deeper to other stuff. That's also one of my favorite things. Just moving, moving the body. Maybe sometimes as a freestyle, not so coordinated, but just all the parts, the hips, the side, work the angles, stretch it. Feel the muscles, that's the thing I want to tell you. Feel it. And then, we can go over to the upper body, of course, as we do in the ring workout today. So especially upper body, really important. I cannot emphasize enough for myself and as a recommendation for everyone else. Arm circles, not only that, but warming up before workout. Breathing and warming up and having fun. Feel in the moment. And yeah, I can tell you, getting comfortable more and more with the camera. So, after we've done some arm circles a lot now, we can go over also, do the arm circles with the resistance band, and then it shows you how flexible you are. I mean, I've seen people doing it like that. Not me, not now. Maybe in the future. As you can see. Yes. I think that's the maximum for now. Yeah. Doing them slowly and controlled. And of course, controlled and fast is also possible. You can also use it and stretch the spine. Here we go. Maybe also one of those toe touches, with the opposite arm or hand, like this, going down, going down, going down. Huh? Also focus on the balance. Huh? Going down. So really almost like also doing exercises now, you know? Exactly. So we have this. And I also showed you the hand expanders. Maybe you shouldn't have them. That's okay. If you have them available, also like them to warm up a little bit, you know? Of course, I've been using my hand during the day and my wrist yet. Just doing it like this in a freestyle. Of course, as you use it as a workout, you can do it slowly and controlled, holding it, letting it go. And of course, there's different versions, you know, different resistances. This one's are pretty medium, not too hard, not too easy. Depends, of course. Yeah, depends on the level. There's always levels to it, always. And you gotta start somewhere and some time, you know, and somehow. And I'm just showing really my way. And my way is also like a combination of a lot of different inspirations and different ways, you know, from different people. So maybe I should stop talking while I'm squeezing here. Exactly. So this is just if you got them. I got them, and not all the time I bring them to the forest or wherever I go. But I mean, pretty transportable. And this is also like something I want to talk about later, the grip, you know, how to strengthen the grip. For me also, wow. A lot of times during my exercises, one of the first things they give up is the grip, the forearm strength. Not anymore so much as before, but you need to train it, you know, as everything else when you're training the body. And yeah, as I mentioned, got to start somehow. And my style is also a combination of different styles. Might be from somebody like Bruce Lee, might be from nice people on YouTube, might be from friends, and so on and so on, trainers, coaches, all over the place, you know, gyms I go to. Sometimes you pick up a certain, you know, information and think about it later, and it's like, wow, sounds interesting. Maybe I can incorporate that into my workout, into my routines. So I think holistic also means that, you know, and because nobody started something. I mean, sure, some people started something, but are they really, the first? The first, maybe famous, to know, to made it, you know, broader available and more public, and that's a great achievement, absolutely. So what I mean is, like, really always strive for it, you know, look out, you know, for something new. You hear, you pick up, you learn, you can learn, adjust it, improve, and so on and so on. Constant changes, constant process, and that keeps it also interesting, in my opinion. For me, for myself, that helps a lot, you know, with my confidence, also in overall in general in life, but mostly also for training, you know, as we're talking about workout here, you know, like it helps so much, you know, learning and picking up something new also from nature, from my dogs, or from people around, and so on, you know. And that is what I incorporate into my workout and want to show you, you know, and keep learning on a daily basis, you know, something new. Maybe I incorporate it or include it next time, in the next workout, something about the rings. For example, grip is something really important, you know, how we train that, and also how to hold, you know, the grip, grip strength. That's what I mean, the grip strength, how to improve that, and the grip in general, different styles, you know. Mentioned it a little bit in the last video, coming to that in a little bit, part of the warm-up, as part of the warm-up. So, but what is really important, and probably one of the most important things while we're working out on the rings or with calisthenics in general, forearm, you know, and the wrist. The wrist. I mean, where's the wrist not involved? Maybe in calisthenics, if you're doing the pistol squat or the squat, some exercises, but overall, I mean, over 90%, I think, the wrists are included. When you're doing some kind of exercise on the rings, a push-up, just a normal, regular one, also, or in gym in general, when you're working out the bars and barbells, the wrist, and they're prone to injuries. I mean, this is not as strong muscle as, you know, the legs or the back, so we have to warm up everything. Yet the wrists, one of the most crucial parts, I think. And I've hurt my wrist, so I tell you from experience. That's why, you know, I'm telling that myself every single time, because I've had some injuries on the wrists, and yeah, here on the forearm a little bit. So warming up. Yeah, one of my favorites is this one. The circles, you know, the wrist circles. You warm up both at the same time. So what a time saver. Yeah, doing circles in all the directions, right, left, forward, back, and so on. You know, hold it a little bit, hold it here, you know, circle around, also with the legs, with the button. Exactly. Warming up the wrists. There we go. Huh? I mean, I warmed them up already, so it's just a presentation. You can do it longer, you know, as long as you like. Maybe you can do a whole workout just with warming up, you know, as an off day workout, you stretching, you know, doing this maybe for 10 minutes. It's also warm up, yet also workout then. So different variations, different styles, approaches. Yeah, warming up the wrists and also doing them like this separately. Huh? Here we go. Now you feel it, no? After you've been doing it for 1 or 2 minutes, you feel it. I feel it. And then, I mean, it's not that even, as you can see, the trunk here. No issue at that, because I want to show it from both sides. Doing that. A little bit wet, no issue, no problem. And then, you know, I show you one, just as a presentation. Really stretching this one, really important for the rings, especially in my opinion for the rings. I need to do more on that. More stretching, more flexibility, you know, in my wrists. You know, this, and then doing that also for the other side. And then if you can, I've seen it in one video, make a fist and do it. I cannot almost, yeah, I can't get down, but there's people touching their wrist again with the fist, like a full fist, because usually it's open and then it's more flexible, but if you close it, you see it's going up a little bit. So it's also like one of the things with the full, you know, false grip and the, I think it's called semi false grip, medium false grip. I will show you in a little bit. There you go. Yeah, you feel it. And then the other side, of course, you can go from the other side a little bit like this. Show you here. Also the angle can be different and stretch it, fully stretch it. I mean, I could go deeper a little bit maybe, but that's it. Yeah, a lot to do, a lot to improve for myself because I want to get better on the rings, want to improve, want to advance, and this is really necessary. You know, the warm up, but also the flexibility, everything combined. You know, it's a combination. That's what I mean. Holistic. Holistic means all that, I think. Yeah, over nutrition. I cannot mention that enough. And I had to learn that. Six-pack or overall health in general depends a lot, big part on nutrition. You know, what you eat, what you get into the system, huh? Drinking, eating, and so on and so on. When and what and how and yeah. So, huh? Warming up that one, really important, really important. Loosening it up a little bit. So those are my favorites. Of course, you can do additional ones, you know, like warming up here, and there's so much more. I mean, you can use actually a lot of exercises, normal exercises, as a warm-up exercise. For example, one of my favorites from yoga or in general, this one. As you breathe out, you make a hunch like this. For the spine, amazing. Breathe in, if you can see it. If you can see it. And here, really, in the shoulder part. And behind the plant, I think. Here we go. Out. In. Hold it maybe, huh? Like this. No? Exercises like that. You know, downward and upward dog and so on. Really good. Really good. For the spine in general, I think now, as you can see, a little bit wet. No problem. Yes, that would be it. That would be it. My favorite warm-up exercises. You know, there's so much more. I can show you, of course, stretches and so on with a towel, just to the side, and so much more. we could continue. But those are my favorites. Just get an overall warm up in, and I think we're good with that, you know. And maybe at the end, getting just some short stretches in, you know, making it, hey, hello, we need you today. Like a wake up call, you know, like, hey, muscle, we need you today. Huh? So